Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, what attracted you to this role?
Oh gosh, I mean, Ondine is a very juicy character. How can one say no to that? Yeah, it was the opportunity to play such a beautifully seductive, manipulative, intelligent woman.
How would you say that you're similar to your character and how are you different?
I mean, I hope fashion sense. I like to put on a show. I like to be experimentative, and I use my fashion to express myself. And I think that, Ondine is very much the same.
What would you say was, you have a lot of grand outfits in the show. What would you say is one of your favorite looks?
That is the hardest question.
You can pick three. Pick three. I have the time.
Okay. So I have a white dress that I really like. I have a black dress at the funeral that I really like. And then there's a green dress that's very, emerald. That's really tasty. But to be honest with you, all the outfits of Ondine are just pieces, as far as I'm concerned, should be in a museum. It's beautiful.
How long did it take to get into the clothes?
Oh my goodness. You know what? If it was just me getting into those clothes, it would take a very long time. But the dressers, I mean, the costume team is second to none. And they got me in and out of there in like, what, 15 minutes? Didn't take very long.
That's
And
nice.
there are plenty of layers, let me tell you.
So, what I like about this show is that people of color are very much usually erased from historical fiction, even though obviously they existed during those times. What was it like to be a part of a production that there's a Black woman in power and in control?
I mean, extremely powerful. And often when I was on set, it would make me very emotional because I'm very much into period and I always have been, and Shakespeare geek. And um, actually had never seen very many Black actresses or actors in general in period pieces. So to be part of this production and know that I was being part of this new push forward, when we know historically we've always existed in those times, not only as slaves, but also as, common people of society. It was really powerful. Yeah. So, yeah.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
My favorite scene to shoot is probably um, the masquerade, the ball, like where everyone's just in all these, beautiful masks, and you don't know who's who.
So, why does Ondine hate Pascal so much? And was marrying his dad a power move, or was there really any love there, in your opinion?
Oh, to Valmont. Yes,
Yeah.
Ondine, I guess, do you know what? I think it doesn't have much to do with him and more about enjoying watching someone grovel, having something that someone really wants, and you have it and you're not willing to give it away. I think it's just enjoying that power.
Huh. What would you say were kind of some character people that influenced Aldine? Because she's a bit wicked, but also not really. Like, she's not mean. She just has power and she doesn't want to give it up. She earned it, in her opinion.
Absolutely, and I feel like I'm very much, for me, my portrayal of Ondine, I was very much inspired by Glenn Close's portrayal of Merteuil, and I my little thing is that I like to pick and borrow things and embody them as Ondine's origin. Those tricks that come from her that maybe Camille borrows and fine tunes and gets better at. But that's my little secret that I've let you in on now.
It's funny that you said Glenn Close. I know that obviously she was in the movie, but she reminds me of Glenn Close, Cruella de Vil, as just
Yeah,
kind of the grandness, not the killing of puppies, but kind of the grandness.
absolutely, absolutely. Puppies, she will kill if she needs to. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get her.
So the show kind of starts off all these events are kind of based on Camille having a broken heart and feeling betrayed. What would you say is kind of the best way to get over a broken heart?
The best way to get over a broken heart. My honest answer is you need to start that relationship with yourself and stop loving on yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how does it go? Do you know how it goes? What else? A RuPaul Drag Race quote for you.
So you guys shot the show over 9 months. What did you kind of do in between takes?
In between takes, I played tricks on my crew members. I hung around in the gardens like this one behind me and just took in nature. I love nature. So all these grand, beautiful settings were just beautiful, and also awing at set and asking the set designers how and where and how much. And I was just curious. There were so many beautiful features. Yeah, I was never bored.
And if you had to live during that time period, what would you miss most about modern times, and what would you actually like about it?
I don't know if I would miss much about modern times. I think that I love the extremities that is period, and I would most definitely thrive. So I don't know. I don't think.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. Congrats on the show, and can't wait to talk to you about future projects.
Thank you. Take care. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.